Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon all. My name is Salwa Putri. You can call me Salwa, and I'm a third semester student of Mathematics Education Study Program, Yogyakarta State University. Okay, so here I will discuss about the features of mathematical scientists in the Islamic period. Historical objects of mathematics study are often forgotten by educators, making learning mathematics less meaningful for students, resulting in students' assumptions that mathematics is difficult and scary. Therefore, it is important for students and teachers to know the history of the development of mathematics in order to foster students' positive perception of learning mathematics. This research is focused on the history of the development of mathematics during the Islamic civilization. Okay, this PPT is Mathematical Feature in the Islamic Period by Salwa Putri, Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta. Introduction. Mathematics is a very important legacy of Islamic civilization. Apart from medicine, astronomy, optics, mechanical technology, history, and religious science, which is precisely in modern times now Muslim miss, indeed and irony. Mathematics in the glorious era of past Islamic civilization is a very important study. Almost all the great thinkers of the past had very strong foundation in this field. Even the discoveries in this field are amazing. Mathematicians in Islamic civilization are usually also experts in other science, including religious knowledge. And usually, mathematicians in Islamic civilization are also experts in astronomy. Because of that, astronomy and mathematics are a unified study and profession. Table of contents. 1. Mathematic figure is Al-Khwarizmi. 2nd, Abu Wafa al-Bawzajani. 3rd, Abu Kamil Shuja. 4th, Al-Jauhari. 5th, Al-Ruyandi. 6th, Al-Majriti. 7th, Husyar ibn Laban. 8th, Al-Kharaji. 9th, Abu Nas Mansur. 10th, Al-Hazmi. Today we discuss about 10 mathematical figures in the Islamic period. First is Al-Khwarizmi, the pioneer of Muslim mathematics and a person who deserves to be called the father of modern algebra. His real name is Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. He is from Khwariz or Hifa. Sometimes people are wrong in interpreting a work of modern civilization, which is always considered to come from the West. If we trace the word algebra, it comes from the book written by Al-Khwarizmi named Hisab al-Jabir wal-Mukabalah, which means restoration and comparison are what is called in today's terms calculation of integrals and equations. One of Al-Khwarizmi's most important works is that he created an algebraic system. His discovery of the symbol for numbers 1 through 9 and the number 0, which was later called the algorithm system, was able to solve symbolization difficulties that still use Roman numerals. For the example, we have if only for the number 8, the Roman numeral is equal to this, the Roman numeral. If the number 38 is the Roman numeral, this. Then people will find it difficult to use Roman numerals if there are millions. So Al-Khwarizmi made the number is easier than the Roman numerals. Next is Abu Wafa al-Bauzajani, one of the greatest Muslim mathematicians. He is known as an astronomer and developer of trigonometry, the science of measuring angles, and the first person to propose several important formulas in trigonometry. One of the formulas dedicated to him is cos A dot cos B, or cos A equal cos B. And this is formula of trigonometry. And this is pic of Abu Wafa al-Bauzajani. Next is Abu Kamil Shuja. This is the picture of Abu Kamil Shuja, one of the greatest Muslim mathematicians of the Middle Age. Not much is known about his life, but he lived after the Al-Khwarizmi era. Through Leonard of Pisa and his followers, he has had a major influence on the development of algebra and geometry in Europe. Next is Al-Johari. I'm sorry because I have not found the picture of Al-Johari. So this is Al-Johari is a mathematician in the 9th century AD, a geometer who worked at Bait al-Hikmah, House of Wisdom, a scientific institution built by Khalid al-Ma'mun of the Abbasid dynasty in Baghdad. So Al-Johari is created the geometer, and this is the geometry. There are tube, cube, pyramid, prism, cylinder, sphere, ovoid, and cone. Okay, next. Next is Al-Huyandi, an astronomer and mathematician, especially geometry. He is known as the construction expert astrologer. He is also a reliable discoverer of the sign which is termed the astronomical rule. In the field of geometry, his attention is directed to the resolution or use of equation raised to the third power. Al-Biruni, the great Muslim scientist, praised Al-Huyandi as an Ahwaz Zamanihi scholar, unrivaled in his time. While Al-Tusi emphasized that Abu Wahfa, Ibn Iraq, and Al-Huyandi were three major writers who had a major role in the discovery of the sign rule or astronomical rule. Al-Huyandi's mathematical theory inspired Fermat's theory, or Fermat's last theorem, which was raised by Pierre de Fermat, a French mathematician 600 years later. A theory in form of a mathematical puzzle that was once contested with price of hundreds of millions for those who were about to prove it. This is the picture of Al-Huyandi. Next is Al-Majidri, a scientist from Andalusia who was the most prominent in his time, who introduced many scientific studies, especially chemistry and mathematics. He wrote extensively on commercial arithmetic by applying computation, geometry, and algebra to problems of sales, commercial arithmetic, and taxation. He also wrote extensively on breaking the mathematical ice. Next is Husyar ibn Laban. Name is unique. Husyar ibn Laban is a Persian mathematician and astronomer, professor of calculus and inspiration for the computing revolution. His flagship work is immortalized in two juz, namely Juz al-Jami and Juz al-Balagh, and the others is entitled Usul Hisab al-Hini, a treatise on arithmetic. The book of Usul Hisab al-Hain which is his flagship work, contains the first description of the Indian system of calculation, namely a position-based numeration system, which means that the value or price of the number depends on the place or position in a number. This system then inspired a revolution in terms of computational methods or methods used in the Eastern region. This is the pick of Qusayr ibn Laban. The next is Al-Karaji, mathematician from Persia. He wrote about the theory of root extraction or mental calculus. His works are mostly about science, including the Little al-Badi fil al-Hisab. In this book, he wrote in detail for the first time the theory of removing the square root of a polynomial with an unknown number. While in his book entitled Al-Kafi fi al-Reckoning, he talks a lot about the processes of mental calculus, which he calls al-Hawa'i. Next is Abu Nasr Mansur, mathematician from Persia who is believed to be one of the discoverers of the law of science. He is a student of Abu Wafa and teachers of the Greek scientist Al-Biruni. Al-Biruni mentioned Abu Nasr Mansur as the inventor of several mathematical proofs. This is the picture of Abu Nasr Mansur. And the last, we have Al-Hazi, a mathematician and astronomer from Khurasan who lived in the 4th Hijriah or 10th century. He wrote a lot on mathematics and astronomy. He is the one who offers a different concept from Ptolemy about the circulation of the sun and the year. He criticizes Ptolemy, which he judged failed to observe some changes in the diameter of the sun that appeared throughout the year on the course of the years.
Thank you for your attention. If during the presentation there are wrong words or wrong pronunciation, I apologize. Good afternoon and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you all.